And we are live. Hi, everyone. Good evening from the UK, good afternoon from Canada, and good morning, I think Australia or so, from wherever part of the world you're watching. Is glad, and today is actually summer. Yeah, today is better to see you guys today. And today I have my amazing, precious sister from the UK joining us live today on my page. And a quick introduction. You all know me. I'm Sonia, a child of God, a wife, a mom, and a business owner. But today we're going to dive into our heart-to-heart discussion, reaching out as many as this is going to change their life, whether you're watching us live on replay. We hope this blesses you. So quickly today, I'm going to let my guest introduce herself, and we'll take it from there. God bless you.
Oh, hello, everyone. Thank you so much if you're tuning in live or watching the replay. We truly appreciate you guys. My name is Kath. I'm 𝗙𝗲𝗲𝗹. I'm from the UK. Originally, I'm from Hungary. I live in the UK with my beautiful family. I am a wife. I am married your brother. And yes, you can say it. So you are my beautiful Igbo sister, Sonia. Truly appreciate you. So we are blessed with 4 beautiful children. My profession is advocate and an interpreter. I'm currently based in a 9-to-5 government settings as an admin, and I am also a successful digital business owner.
Hey! Okay, now we're going to roll it to Igbo. So, 𝗙𝗲𝗲𝗹.
𝗙𝗲𝗲𝗲𝗹.
Oh my God. 𝗙𝗲𝗲𝗹.
𝗙𝗲𝗲𝗃.
Okay, guys, so quickly I'm going to dive
𝗀𝗵𝗿𝗍 indeed. I am so grateful.
𝗀𝗵𝗿𝗍, my sister.
I'm so grateful to be here, showing off my little Igbo skill. It's an absolute pleasure. Yeah.
Oh my. Oh, thank you so much for coming on board. Guys, we're going to have lots of fun. So quickly, I'm going to go deep into why. What are the reasons? I just wanted to share with the viewers the reasons why, even with you having a successful career as an interpreter in the government field, like, why do you choose to do this business?
Well, it's been a long journey to get here where I am today, but so many things led me here where I am actually today. And I think one of those things what happened in 2020, and it was a global, change for each one of us. And we realized that we could not take anything for granted. And we started waking up to the feeling of appreciating everything we have, and realized what's most important in our life is family, the time we spend together, good health. And, it was just like a wake-up call. It was just time for a change. So when I was given a link by a trusted family member, I'll be honest with you, I was not interested in business. When I heard about online business, digital business, just brought so many negative stories to my head, and just felt like it wasn't for me. So I had to let go all those limiting stories and negative emotions, attached to online working or attached to, going public, or I had to let all those things go in order to, all those things go what was holding me back from progressing. And basically, especially during the lockdown, I spent so much time on my phone. It was shocking, actually, when I saw my smartphone showing me I spend 3, 4, 5 hours on the phone on a day or in a week, how many hours. It was shocking. And I was actually glued to my phone all the time. So basically now I'm using half of that time investing in my business, and it's a big change, you know, when you can do something for yourself, when you can invest your time in a meaningful way. And actually, you know, it's just made a big difference in my life. And basically what happened in 2021 March, when me and my husband Ben, we hit that rock bottom again, you know. We went back full-time. He's been working full-time during the lockdown because he works in hospital. I was allowed to work from home. The kids went back to school full-time. So it was just like, again, we were missing our time, you know. We hardly seen each other. When I was going to work, my husband just got home, and vice versa. We were just swapping, you know. It's how we managed with childcare. And it was just like so much pressure on us, and so much stress going around, you know. I was always on my phone, and it was just like, he came to me and said he wanted to do business, and we looked into the link. We were given 3 months prior to that point, and when we did, we just fell in love with this whole idea, you know, just opened our eyes and just expanded our vision. So it's here then, both of us, we made a conscious decision, you know, to let all those things go what were holding us back from progressing, and we just opened up, you know, more. And like me, I stopped using my phone, basically killing time, you know, just watching videos or doing this, doing that. I was actually just focusing on my business and reaching out to people, you know, engaging in a more meaningful way. You know, if you have time, people said if they don't have time to run an online business, you know, but if you have time to, you know, just sit down and scroll down on social media for hours and hours, you probably have time to start something for yourself. And it's just so rewarding, you know, so uplifting when you can do something for yourself. So I am so grateful. When I started my own business, I was a full-time exhausted employee, you know, juggling between work and family commitment. And I'm so glad I started, you know, something for myself and for the family, because it's changed my life. After 5 months from the start, allowed me to reduce my full-time employment, and you know, time we spent with our loved ones, like picking up my child from school, seeing his face, you know, seeing his mommy picking him up on a Wednesday afternoon or Monday afternoon, it's just priceless. So things like this makes a real big difference, you know. I've got 4 children, and my eldest, she's 18, so it shows my age. My youngest one is 5, getting 6, and it just shows that we are not getting younger, you know. We are not getting younger.
Okay.
So it's time, yes, it's time, you know, to, you know, make sure that we have that time together. So I'm so grateful. This business just allowed me to find that healthy work-life balance, and it's just a true blessing.
So I'm gonna dive into before the business, okay? So before the business, what were the, like, let's say in your family, like you've shared your little story with me, like your relationship with your family, what were you missing the most? Like deep down, you were working 9 to 5, of course, you were making the money, but deep down, were you that happy? You were missing a lot of things in the life of your family, you know. And also imagine, like, you come back the same time with your husband, obviously things aren't ready, you know. So you're more like, okay, hold on, I'm going to prepare something. You're looking at his face and everything. You both came in, so he can't even tell you, go do this fast for me, you know.
Yeah.
Before joining the business, what were those things deep down that really hurt you when you sit down and you know you've missed out in a lot of things that at some point you were not happy about it, you know, obviously, but you can't do anything about it because you still have to work, you know. So how did it make you feel?
What I can say, you know, from my, because I've got 4 children, and I do remember when I had to go back full time, and I always felt like I had to go back full time to provide for the family. And I'm a very hard-working person, and my husband as well. And we always had this, just to provide for the family, and to provide a better future for our children. So we always been working, having 2 or 3 part-time jobs or full-time job, or and I think not only this business, but the the pandemic just made me, realize that there is more to work. There is more to life. That time we missing out. Even me, I used to leave home early, dropping the kids off at school, coming back late. And when I was at work, my work is a very fast-paced working environment. And I love my job. I'm a valued and trusted member of the team. And it's a very, meaningful job we are doing. I appreciate that, going out and meet people. But when you are going, when I go home, I was always tired. Sometimes I felt like, I was taking out my stress and my frustration to my kids, shouting with them, and they did not deserve it. It's just the way, how I I was behind every time, behind my housework, behind this, behind that, and it was just so stressful. So, and sometimes work can make you feel like, when you go home, you just have to just let the steam out, and it's just not fair on the kids.
Yeah.
So now, because I've got more time with them, and more time for myself, more time to get things, done, things what are my responsibility, and it just makes life so much easier, and I'm so much happier, you know, and yeah, I missed when they were little, I missed so many, milestone of their achievement art, because I was at work and I felt like I had to go to work. And when they get sick, you feel like kind of bit awful, ringing up and asking for a day leave, because it's so uncomfortable, when the work got to meet your needs, your workplace. But it's hard when you're having kids and having a full-time job. So I understand, the struggle of every working parent, because we've been there. We've been struggling, and juggling between work and family for the past 18 years. But we thank God, because it just makes us stronger, and this this opportunity, come across my way as a blessing. I'm going to be honest with you. At that point, I wasn't looking for another job. I wasn't looking for another stream of income or anything. But I was actually looking to go back to university or to study something, just to do something for myself, because I felt like it was time for change. And it's
Yeah.
only God knows why this opportunity landed on our lap, and now we are having a laptop lifestyle, running our business from our comfort of our home. It's just such a blessing. And I've got to say, doing owning our digital business doesn't mean that we are doing this live chat. This is not about this is the way how we share our story, how we connect. And it's a wonderful way connecting with you, Sonia. But the business is just so much deeper than that. So
Yeah. Like your story, you're not different from any other person. For
mm,
me, I juggled early childhood educator and nursing. So as human
mhm,
beings, being in a different environment from where we have been raised, we always think the only way of being happy, or the only way of us generating wealth and income, is through working multiple jobs or going back to school to
mm,
upgrade our certificate, which is what every one of us are being attuned to, because that is how we are being raised. But the thing is, when we go back to school, upgrading our certificate still will not give us that happiness, or still didn't give us that happiness, because you find yourself being soaked, deep down, because you want to succeed. Now you are missing 80% of what life really matters about, because when the Bible said, go into the world, increase and multiply, what people always think God meant when we come in, we reproduce, we have children and all that. When he says increase and multiply, he has made everything available for life and godliness. So it's more like us assessing what God has given us. I have one of my mentors say, some people equate hard work with wealth. But when hard work isn't a business plan, or it's not an organization. The only success or secret of success one can flaunt when you say, oh, I work hard, I bought 10 houses, that and that. A true proof of your success, is a clear template, having a clear template that others can replicate and they produce the same result. That is hard work. So we can't just say, oh, we went back to school, we gathered certificates, we work hard, we miss a lot. Let's say, we are deep down not happy because you're starving that feeling of motherhood, being always present for your kids. I'm not saying, abandoning what you want to do as a person, but like being present, the joy those kids see in you when you drop them off, when you pick them up, is priceless.
It's absolutely.
I asked my daughter over the weekend, what is your goal? She says she wants to go to Nintendo Universal Studio in Japan. And I asked her, how do you plan on achieving that goal? And she said something, I'm going to help you do the house choices. And during summer, I'm going to make sure I sell, what did she say, lemonade or something. I'm like, okay, you think this is going to help you, achieve your dream. So what am I trying to say? Being present alone makes me understand what my child truly wants. Hi, sorry, a quick one. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Dorcas. Okay, guys, quick one. Tell us where you're watching from. Feel free to comment and let's know your input. So it's about us as women being in the home front. Even when we feel we are happy, but deep down we aren't happy, even during our careers. Because like I said, in the healthcare system, when people are feeling, when they want more money or something, they go take up extra shifts, which in turn have, health implications. And you know what I read? If you don't find a way of making money when you sleep, you're going to continue working till you die.
Yes.
And if I'm thinking about it in my, let's say, my parents' perspective, or
it is a powerful statement, to say something, but it is true,
Yeah. So, the true proof, when you are working hard, have a template that reproduce what you're doing for people. Now, I'm not saying upgrading or going back to school is not something we can do to help, right? But in place of gaining that skill, replicate that skill so that other people, whatever thing you build, others can look at your template and build the same success for themselves. It's very easy for us to take up a second career because we want more for ourselves. As humans, we always want more for ourselves. We always have that point in our life where we feel like we're not enough at that point. Oh, maybe it might not be monetarily, but we always want to upgrade ourselves, right? Now, sometimes when we're doing that as women, we forget a lot of things that we have been placed to do. God created us in a very special way. Women, we're very special. The amount of things we can do in 1 hour, most men can do it. I'm not trying to compare anything now. Sometimes you're coming back from work, you're thinking on the food, you're thinking on the next day, you're already planning the next day, the next week, you are thinking of what you're going to put on the table for the kids. You have a lot of things going on in your head. Some men just have one thing in mind when they are coming back from work. I just want to eat and rest. But you as a woman, you guys can come back together and you are quick to get everyone settled in, get things ready, get all this ready. Those are the things that give us satisfaction, even when we are feeling burnout. But that is the role that we've been placed to do. And in that place of authority, we tend to use our power rightly in doing all those things. But when we miss out in our children's life, especially the early years of their lives, we miss out having that relationship with our partner. all those things fall short. And we are not happy. You know what? You
Yeah.
said something. You
Yeah.
scream at your children, but they don't
Yeah.
understand why you scream. It's out of your exhaustion and burnout that you
Yeah.
scream
And
at
it's not
them.
fair on them. It's not.
You
And
know,
when we marry our husband, or when a husband when we get married, we marry the person to spend the rest of our life with them. And unfortunately, life just doesn't work like that.
yeah.
Especially we are living abroad, we are living in the UK, it's always been just work, 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 and just making money, and the end of the day, 𝗙𝗲𝗶𝗹. But as the money comes in, you spend it, and it's just there is so much more to it. And
Mhm.
this
Yeah.
this for me, it was a wake up call, just to do something, you know it's just absolutely expanding my vision, to see beyond what other possibilities are, not only, going out and, work really hard. It is time to, learn new ways, working smarter rather than harder. And everyone is on the internet, we're using social media for pleasure, for entertainment. So why not using, the internet and social media for creating an income? So
And
it's just like a shift. Yeah.
it's actually what you enjoy doing. You spend 5 hours on your phone, scrolling through your phone, finding the satisfaction that like I always tell people, like you go around, you finish what you're doing in the house. The next thing that comes up your mind is your phone, because there is this satisfaction that comes around our gadgets, our technology. And I will tell people, if we take our time, if we pay the bills for the phone bill, why not still use the same thing and do your business?
Yes,
But that
absolutely.
aside, so the next thing, like the decision to be present in your place of assignment, okay? How
Hmm.
far, like what's the change you've seen in your personal life and in your family's life? How do you see the time you spend with them? The relationship, your
Absolutely.
relationship now, with your husband and your children. What has changed so far?
Mhm. Well, I've got to say, I'm so grateful for my husband, for supporting me and trusting the system from the very beginning. I'm very lucky I've been supported by my other half. So that's a big bonus, and it's a true blessing, when you've got someone at your side supporting you in your decision, and we actually made decision together to start this digital business. So I'm so grateful for that. It was a big game changer, actually getting together for a cause and doing something together, It's one thing having children together and having family life or, family dinners, but to have one goal together, even we've got a vision for the future, the way we would like to live, or, or moving to another house, or we've got all those things, but actually this one just expanded our vision, because it just opened the possibilities, to things would allow us to just help us to achieve those goals we planned for the future by God's grace. We can't take anything for granted, but it's just been, a game changer. And the time, we can't buy time. And I would say, it's one thing having an extra stream of income coming in, but the
Yeah.
time we spend together as a family and just being in present, just being there for them. And it's just priceless. So that's a big, and finding the healthy life work balance. That's
Yeah.
a true blessing. You can't buy that with money. You can't,
Yeah. Okay. Now
go out
I'm
and
going to
find
run
that.
it over to hi, Aneka. Hi, she's watching from US. Hi.
Oh,
Okay, so
I'm
now I'm going to switch
watching.
it to the Igbo part.
And Victor Money watching from Canada.
Hi, Raga.
And
So,
God from
so
me.
being in the midst of different people, you work as an
Mhm.
interpreter in a government setting, right?
Mhm.
Why do you think it's so easy, for us? to actually tell ourselves, okay, I just want to go back to school to upgrade our certificate, or to go back to school to study a course that is going to take us maybe 2 years or 3 or 4. But it's very difficult for us to say, okay, I need to start up something, a business, that I just have to, work on it a month to actually build it, and not have to spend 1 year in school. So why do you think people feel more comfortable going back to upgrade a certificate that you might not be able to leave for your kids, if for anything, and it's difficult for them to start up a business?
I think it's mindset, to be honest. It's probably like a social oppression. When you get a new job and you post it on social media, I got a new job, you'll get hundreds likes and congratulations, from everyone, from your friends and family. If you put it out, I started, I become a online business owner or started my business, you'll get probably five likes from your close family. People just not, I don't know. Before, I didn't appreciate it either, having an online business or being a digital entrepreneur, because I had so many negative stories attached to online working. But there was a shift. Everyone is online. If you have small business or you have a big business, the best way to promote it is on social media, because so many of us on social media every day, is the way to reach out to people. But why? What was your question again?
Yeah, like why people always choose to go the long route, which is going back to
Yeah,
school to get new certificates.
yeah.
They trust that when they come out with that, they're gonna work and make money with it.
Mhm.
But they don't like I want to think about doing a business that's gonna generate income for them.
Yes. For me, I'm not even a business-led person, so that could be one of the reason, not starting something for yourself, a business. But what it did to me when I looked into it and looked at it from the inside, just I just fell in love with it. And actually, I'm here as a heart-led business owner because I followed my heart. And sometimes we just need to take that leap of faith and just start something new and just discover new ways. And this is the time. This is the time to discover new ways. This is the time to discover new opportunities. And this is the time to take that courage. And this is our time. This is your time. If you are watching, this is your time to take that leap of faith and make that change by God's grace.
Okay, so guys, we're gonna round up in a few minutes now. Your faith
Mm-hmm.
decides your experience. Your faith decides the experience. And like I just shared in the beginning, I'm just going to round it up telling you
Mm-hmm.
guys, I'm going to, because Catherine always says I should speak Igbo here.
Go on.
Ndị anyị ma dị popular, right? That we
Mm-hmm.
hear their names, right? Onwere onye make that kind of ihe gbara ọkpụrụkpụ na-alụ 9 to 5.
Mm.
And what gives these people satisfaction is because they've created a template that other people can actually look into as a proof, and they replicate same thing. These are the things that gives the wealthy the satisfaction in their wealth. Now, 𝗀𝗏𝗄𝗰,
Mm.
and you think when you get go moto, go no, menka, nke fọdụrụ n'ikezi ihe iji eme, it boils down to still helping other people, because we are relationship-based beings. God made us that way. I asked my husband, like, oh, what do you want to be in the next 5 years? He told me how
Mm-hmm.
much you want to make. And I asked him, he always said that amount. And I said, what are you going to use the money for? And he said, everything. And the last part, to
Yeah.
help others. So you can imagine the
Mm-hmm.
beauty of us generating wealth is actually to help others. It's not just for ourselves. It's fine. We can be selfish to satisfy ourselves for the first, phase of you making that big money you want to make. But afterwards, what happens? It's still like you want to spread, to reach out to every other person around you. So now, like Kath is going to say, she worked 9 to 5 in a government arena, on enwete gawa, abrono de enwete gawa. But what is more important? Relationship in the bear. What is more important? Egawa ga biana. Umaka men will take the expensive toys that you buy them, but they will remember the times where you went to, the memories you create with them. Those are the things kids will always remember. Today, I told my daughter when she get back, we're not go to the beach. She brought out her clothes in the morning. She hung it on the staircase so that she's not going to forget. But she doesn't care about the expensive thing I was buying when I was doing my 9 to 5. All she cared about is what time and how much time I spent with her. Those are the things that matter. So wherever you are, and the age is not a limitation for you to achieve something. And we are not here to tell you to start a business. No, I'm just saying, whatever it is, what is your in-depth desire? Your faith will decide your experience. And like we are raised, right? Well, our mind is always back home to help people, around us. There is no amount of multiple jobs, no amount of shift work that we take here that in our mind, we still have the mind to reach out. But when what you're doing is not even enough for your bills here, in Agwandi, no, chere kambia, and they don't hear chere kambia. They don't hear chere kambia because in their head, osinenu here, in common nalo, the money doubles. So why are you not able to, give them back home? So think about it. Whether you're a doctor or a lawyer or you're having a fulfilled career, if you're not doing something that is going to generate money, that should be generating money for you while you are sleeping, you're going to take that job till you pass on. And that's not the life we all want to live. I want to live and, walk in the beach. Why at the back end, my money is generating revenue and I'm changing lives as well.
So and this guys, is how we are leveraging the internet, there is so much into it, there's so many ways we can generate an income while we are offline, while we are sleeping. It doesn't mean that, we can sleep on this business and it will just, 𝗴𝗲a𝗱𝗶 money will coming in. You've got to invest, invest your time and turn up for your business, even if it's 1 or 2 hour a day, or every other day, but you've got to, any business you do, you've got to invest your time.
So guys, I would say thank you guys very much for granting us the audience, for being present with us. Sorry, I just clicked something. I don't know what happened. For being present with us, and to you that was going to watch the replay, think about it. There is no big deal. It might not be this business, but think about a plan B, something that will give you an edge even as you go on in life. And at this, we're going to say, God bless you for taking out time to listen, taking out time to join us live. God bless you and enrich you and make his face continually shine upon you and be merciful unto you. I said, you are capable and you are worth it. Have an amazing week. God bless you.